One of the things that I have not gotten in the last couple of years when it comes to video gaming is, real enthusiasm from the games that I'm playing. And one of the things I've been doing lately is going back to older video games. Right now, this one is Halo 3. I've never played this game in its prime, so it was probably a lot more fun than what it is now. But yeah, this game has been really fun. Really fun so far. And, this is one of the games that I didn't used to play growing up because I was, stuck on playing one video game over and over and over again for a time that was Call of Duty around 2008 all the way to 2012 or 2012, 2013. Then the second game was Destiny for the longest of times. And that was pretty much the only game I would play. And that just leads me to the topic of this video is I always make videos about is video game dying, is video game doing this, doing that. And as I look back at it, I think the first video I made on this topic was back in 2016, 17. It has just gotten worse since then. We have a couple of news segments that happened over the course of this year since the last time I posted. A lot of these video games, they're releasing broken. They're releasing at $70 now rather than $60, so a $10 increase in gaming. Still no increase in minimum wage, if I may say. We have a lot of games that are releasing with battle pass systems, so you don't even get enough content in the game itself. Video game companies, video game console producers, I should say, have been increasing the cost of their consoles, which back in the day used to go down in price if it was the longer it stayed on the shelf. Microsoft, I believe, released their latest price hikes of $550, if I'm not mistaken, unless they increased it again. And PlayStation increased theirs as well. Nintendo increased the price of their consoles as well. And this console generation just hasn't been producing enough games. To be fair, I am playing a few of them. One of them I've just picked up recently was Silent Hill F, and I recently been enjoying that. I only played it for 30 minutes since it came out because I have a lot more responsibilities than I did when I was 14 when I first started this channel. But I really enjoyed the 30 minutes that I played of that. It really brought me back to a horror type of video game, something I've been lacking. I don't play a lot of, so I really enjoyed that. And I also picked up Cyberpunk as well. Cyberpunk, I really enjoyed playing Cyberpunk as well. I'm about halfway through the game on that as well. And I also picked up Elden Ring as well just recently. I only played about 10 minutes of that. I'll probably try to play a little bit more of that. But really, I want to start, playing a lot more older games because one of my favorite consoles of all time were both the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 2, both of which, if you combine those gaming libraries together, it's well over 15,000 games for both consoles, may even be over 20,000 games for both consoles. I've probably played a maximum of 100 games across those consoles. So what I really want to do is play a lot of older games like Halo 3, because I never got to play this game. Even though this is on the Master Chief Collection, I never got to play this game in its prime, and this is something that I'm really excited for, to be able to play a game like this somewhat decently. By the way, if you think the gameplay is not that good, this is the first time I played on a controller in a long time. I was playing Halo on keyboard and mouse, and my shots weren't hitting, and one of my friends recommended me to play on a controller, and that's when I was actually starting to hit my shots. But I'm still not used to controller after 5 years of playing on PC, so it's kind of, hard to get used to, but I'm getting there. But yeah, I do plan on playing a lot more older games because not only are there's just more, you get more content for a lesser price, but you're also getting convenience, which is something that's more important for me with all the responsibilities that I do have. I have a 9-to-5 job. I have a girlfriend now. Definitely don't spend as much time at the computer as I used to, but the convenience of playing the older games, a lot of these games only last like 4 to 5 hours long, and they don't require any day one update. They don't require any internet connection. They don't have no DLC, no nothing. I recently bought a Steam Deck late last year, and I downloaded a bunch of EmuDeck games on it. A long list of games that I haven't played when I was a little kid, like Ultimate Spider-Man, The Punisher, those old Sims games that I used to play on the PlayStation 2 that I never finished. Shadow of Colossus, I heard that was a pretty good game. The old WWE games, SmackDown vs. Raw. I'm drawing a blank here because I'm having trouble. Oh yeah, the Dragon Ball Z games as well. Those were really good. Naruto, I didn't even know Naruto had video games back then on the Xbox 360, which was an exclusive to the Xbox 360, by the way. Van Hellsing, I believe the video game, God of War, Uncharted, Killzone, the PlayStation 2 one of Killzone, never played that. So there's a really big laundry list of video games that I have not played in my life. I see my lifespan kind of quickly passing by. I mean, when I first started this channel, I was 14. When I graduated college 4 years ago, obviously I was 21, 22. Now I'm 26, about to turn 27, and it's kind of passed by in a blink of an eye, and I haven't completed that many video games since. And these newer games, I mean, they charge you an arm and a leg for these games, and you're getting hardly anything in return. I just decided to make that switch to primarily go into older games, and it's easy because I'm on PC, so I can just really download these games without having to do much. I know it's harder for people who like to collect video games on console and everything, but I really want to just play it on Steam Deck right now, which I do have on Steam Deck, and I have a whole laundry list of games. Like I said, I plan on playing this, even if it's uploading more gameplay of games like this from Master Chief Collection or some of the more gaming remasters or remakes. Halo 3, like I said, is not a game that I played in its prime, but I have had more fun on this game than I've had on any first-person shooter in quite a long time. I'm really enjoying this. Really, I was enjoying Halo Infinite as well. I know that came out a few years ago, but Halo 3 in particular, I've been enjoying this tremendously. I mean, I hope to enjoy it more. I'm glad I was able to finally make another gaming video for you guys after a long list. I won't be playing Black Ops 7, by the way. Probably won't be playing Battlefield 6 either. I'm just going to stick it casual for now, for the next foreseeable future, and see what it gets. Like I said, I've enjoyed my time with you guys and forward to seeing you guys again. Thanks, guys. Peace. Now that the video is out of the way, I wanted to really show you guys what I've been working on over the past year. One thing I really enjoy is comic books, and I decided to write a comic book, and I now have a comic book series titled Super Tiger. What Super Tiger is about is a combination of shonen manga and Japanese comic books with traditional American comic books all into one story. It follows the life of a guy named Demetrius Kane, who went by the former name of Maxwell Phillips. He was a former assassin. He found out his entire life was a lie. He felt like he was working under a regime who lied about his life, so he decides to go seek out his real father in Osaka, Japan. While he's in Osaka, Japan, he meets the trainer who trained his father in a group of fighters called the Saizui Fighters. Master Nikaido was his name, and he ends up taking Demetrius Kane in as a student, following in the footsteps of his dad. After learning that his dad actually had deceased while fighting, he meets new friends along the lines and new villains alike, and it's something that I've been, tremendously passionate about, and I would greatly appreciate the support. We actually have a website for the book, so you can actually purchase a copy of the book, or if you want to read it for free, you can read it on Global Comics, a platform that allows you to upload comic books, and it's completely free to read digitally through there. Just make sure to like, comment, share, make sure you get the word going, because I want to get more views and be able to tell great stories. Thanks again, guys. I hope you have a great one.